In friction welding, the actually no heat is applied, or sometimes the heat may be applied, but it completely works on the pressure. So by giving pressure, this pressure creates a heat and this coalescence of the materials at the wetting surfaces. So this is a solid state welding process in which the coalescence is achieved by frictional heat combined with pressure. When properly carried out, we don't have any melting occurs here at the faying surfaces. It does not require any filler metal, flux or shielding gases. Generally, this process yields a narrow heat affected zone. It can be used to join dissimilar metals also. That is very important point here, and it's widely used for commercial purposes, amenable to automation, and it is amenable to automation and mass production also. These figures will denote how the friction welding is carried out. See, in the first figure, we have two workpieces rotated separately, having no contact. So they are kept in the chuck. At least one should be rotating. So there is a non-rotational chuck and also rotating chuck. And in the second case, these two parts are brought into contact so that it generate the frictional heat because of the frictional effect. And once the heat is generated to subsequent amount, then we can stop rotating and we can give some axial force as it is shown in the figure 3, and this force will form a coalescence of these metals at the surfaces, and finally the friction weld joint is made as shown in figure 4. Here, coming to the applications and limitations of the friction welding, this is generally used in shafts and tubular pots to join the shafts and tubular pots by rotating and giving frictional heat at the surfaces. And in industries like automotive, aircraft, the farm equipment manufacturing companies, petroleum products where we use several pipes and other pipelines and natural gases. The limitations are at least one of the parts must be rotational. So it doesn't require that both the parts should be rotated, or otherwise at least one part should be rotational, and the flash must usually be removed here. There is an extra operation required, and the offsetting reduces the parts length because at the meeting surfaces, because of the melting at the joints and the coagulation takes place, here the reduction in the length of the workpiece will happen. So we have to take care in the product design stage level that how much should be reduced and how much length has to be initially considered.